Oh shit! I forgot the damn juice. That's the most important part. Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? It's your man Step, and I'm back at y'all. Y'all already know what it is. I ain't even gotta tell y'all. But we back with some juice. I got a fresh bottle of that bitch. Just took it out the freezer, put it in the fridge for like 10 minutes, and it's slushy. Y'all see that? Y'all see the ice in there? Oh man, that bitch, that shit slushy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, ocean spray. Y'all see it? Come on, folks. Don't be scared. Why you ain't? It's because they see my handsome face. You see that? 100% juice. You know what I'm saying? Cranberry all day. Ocean spray. Now look, I said Clover Valley had some real good cranberry juice. That was 100%, and it was concentrate. This ain't concentrate, but ain't no sugar in here. Well, it say no sugar added, so it's probably a whole bunch of sugar in here. But I said Clover Valley had some damn good cranberry juice. You know what I'm saying? But we back in it, and I got the clear cup, so y'all can see me pour this shit. Y'all want to hear it? Wait, that ain't it. Oh, that was it. Sounded like a neck snap. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. It even got like it smelled like a big raisin. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah. But it do smell like a big like a peppery raisin. You feel me? But damn, I love cranberry juice. I dead ass told myself when I bought this bottle, it's my favorite juice. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the best juice in the world. Like straight up. But enough for that. Let's just go ahead and pour this shit. Last time I was looking at y'all while looking at me while looking at the camera at the same time. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? That was a little too much for the camera. But yeah, I dead ass was looking at everything at the same time trying to make sure I poured that juice. But shalom, whatever you say. Salute. God bless you. Get you a drink. Pause the video, get you a drink, and then come back, see me here, and we're gonna sip together. God damn. Whew. Dude. It's like I ain't never had ocean spray cranberry juice. I done had ocean spray juice, but I never had ocean spray 100% cranberry juice. Ooh. Bro, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It don't make sense how good it is, yo. Like, I'm dead serious. And that ain't even just me being biased. I'm usually biased when it comes to certain things I like. And it's so icy, too. You know what I'm saying? It's so icy. It's so icy. I love cold juice, especially juice with ice in it. I don't too much like a lot of ice in my drink. You know what I'm saying? I like to have maybe half a cup full. Like, if you took a cup this size, I probably where the juice at, that's how much ice I like in here. You know what I'm saying? Anything past that, you're doing too much. Because you're going to have a cup full of water if you don't drink it. But I like this. It's slushy. It's got ice in it already. Real nice. It ain't doing too much either. It's real satisfying. And you know, like I said, when I drank that Clover Valley juice, that shit was dry. It's dry. I actually had another bottle of cranberry juice I went through 2 days ago. I just finished it today. Oh, all right, I'm back, y'all. So yeah, it was dead as just this. Just great value cranberry juice. You know what I'm saying? Had to dig it out the trash. No, I wish I did dig it out the trash. It wasn't like too far in there. It was like right at the top. Had a little few paper towels over it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But yeah, that was that great value shit. Not bad. It was dry, but like I said, cranberry juice is a dry juice. Apple juice, not dry. Grape juice, not so dry. I say grape juice is leaning towards being dry, but not as dry as cranberry juice. You gotta, you know, cause apple, it's not dry. It's real sweet. You know what I'm saying? I say out of all these juices I done had, apple juice probably like the wettest. I'm gonna just be honest. Orange juice just sour as shit. That's all it is. It's just a straight up sour ass juice. And then my thing is, they don't need sugar. You know, But if you one of them people, like I ain't never met somebody who dead ass put sugar in their drink, in their juice. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kool-Aid needs sugar, but I don't drink Kool-Aid. I used to as a kid, but I'm thinking like, what kind of fucking person you gotta be to sit there and put sugar in something like this? It's already sweet. But then again, there's people out here who just need that kind of sugar in their life. You know what I'm saying? They need a little sweetness. You feel me? But enough of that. We had our juice. I mean, shit. What else could you have? You got me here. I got you here. You got your drink. That's all we need. So, this past weekend, what's today? Today, just to give y'all a little heads up, it's June 2nd, like 8 o'clock. Just giving you a little heads up. Last Saturday, I worked this from Friday to Sunday, whatever past weekend that was, y'all know the date. I worked this Jewish function, you know what I'm saying, which was dope. I ain't never been around a whole like building full of Jewish people. Like they dead ass was dressed up how Jewish people dress. That was they system, you know what I'm saying? That was how they live. I mean, the thing about it is though, it was dead as just, you feel me, like just high school kids, high school and college kids that came into town. They came into my city and kind of just like stayed here for the weekend. I don't know where they came from. They was probably already here and they just kind of took a field trip here or some shit, but they was on a charter bus. So they probably came from somewhere out of town. Yeah, they came. That's what she said. They came and they just stayed at the building. Had the Jewish, center that was having this event. I went there, for a few hours throughout the whole weekend, helped set up shop. I served the kids some food and shit like that, which was dope. It was a different experience for me because, before dinner and shit like that, they said prayer and they had a speech and all that stuff, and they had to do certain things that Jewish people do. Now, mind you, them damn high school kids ain't know a damn about their own religion and their own, belief system. I mean, they knew certain things like the whole singing thing. They knew that. I mean, I'm guessing that, if you come from a certain belief system and background, or religious background, you gotta know certain things about your religion. But just them, interacting with me, cause I'm a real social dude. You know what I'm saying? I can get along with just about anybody if I choose to. But as I'm serving them, I just like they had broccoli, they had rice, they had like shredded beef. I forgot what it's called. Kugel or something like that, and then they had this other thing. Don't ask me what the fuck kugel is, because it was two different things. It was like this sweet potato looking thing, and then it was this like green shit that I dead ass ain't even know which one was kugel or not, because some of them kids was like, is this kugel? And then somebody else said, is that kugel? And I was getting confused because I was like, they just asked for kugel and I gave them this, but then somebody else asked for kugel and I gave them this. As they was asking me, like, because I had to focus on the kugel, the broccoli, and the sweet potato shit. I don't know which one was kugel, but they was coming to me. The girl next to me was serving the rice and the shredded beef and some shit, and they was coming to me when they was she'd pass me their plate, and I'd be like, hey, what can I do you for? Like, what can I get you? My the bed, and all that shit. So it was like, what's this? And I was like, that's a good question. This happened for like majority of them kids. I was like, that's a good question. And then I just look at them like this. Just looking at them. You know what I'm saying? Just looking. Just looking at them. Just me, you, just looking. And then they'll be like, I'll take it. And that's all you can do. Because I'm not about to sit here and explain to you what the hell you should already know. I don't eat Jewish food. Never heard of it. You know what I'm saying? Just found out that night what kugel was. And I found out that these people got some bomb-ass brownies. They got some dope brownies. Like, straight up. They brownies is bomb. There's some dry shit. Like, even the ice not helping no more. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. They got some nice brownies. They know how to make good food. I mean, look, listen. I'm not going to sit here and act like I ate their food, because I ain't eat none of their food. I ate one of their hamburgers and I ate one of their hot dogs. Nice. But then again, it was there. But all that, and then the only reason why I ate them is because they wasn't pork. I was like, hey, is this pork? And it was like, no, Jewish people don't eat pork. And I was like, y'all cool with me. So I ate the hamburger and I ate the hot dog. I ate the hot dog first. I actually took pictures of that and put them on my Instagram. Y'all go check my Instagram out. You'll see me eating a hot dog. You know what I'm saying? It looked like, listen, it looked like I ate that hot dog in one bite the way I took the pictures. But I dead ass took my time with that hot dog. Yeah, sure, Steph. We know. We sure you did. Yeah. But they was offering us, you know, for the people who was serving, it was like 4 of us serving. It was me and this one chick serving dinner because they had 3 different tables. We was serving dinner. One girl was serving soup. And then another man was serving dessert and salad and all that shit. I wanted to do salad. You know what I'm saying? Well, I was told that I was going to do, you know what I'm saying, like dinner. I was going to be one of the people doing dinner, but then I told the old girl that was standing next to me, I was like, hey, you know, before the event started, I was like, hey, so-and-so, you know, told me I was going to be doing dinner with you or whoever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? And it seemed like she thought I was trying to compete. I was like, hey, if I can't do dinner, then fuck y'all, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I dead ass was just letting her know, like, I was appointed to this position. This is what I'm going to do. Now, if I have to do something else, I will. But I dead ass, you know, I kind of wanted to do salads, you know what I'm saying? Because why not? You feel me? I'll be by myself. I'll be chilling right there. Like, you know, I mean, I ain't have a problem with doing dinner, but I think, you know, having a full table to myself with a big ass bowl of fruit salad and some pasta and stuff like that on the salad table and dessert. Like, come on, bro. I could have been dining over there while they was over there worried about dinner and stuff like that. I ended up serving dinner, which was dope, interacting with the kids. You know, some of the kids actually asked me, like 2 of them asked me how I felt about veganism. And I started laughing and not on no disrespectful shit, because they thought I was trying to be a little disrespectful. I ain't give a shit. But they was like, well, this is exactly how it went. They was like, well, what's the big idea, guy? Like, what do you got against veganism? Is it that funny? Like, what's this guy's problem? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, dude, like, no big deal. You know what I'm saying? It's just as funny because it was unexpected. It's like you don't be serving food to people and then get a question like, hey, how do you feel about veganism? I'm like, well, goddamn, you ain't even asked my name. You know what I'm saying? How you supposed to take my advice or opinion on something like veganism and you don't even know my name? I could be anybody. My name could be Steve. I mean, it's not far off from Stephon, but still. I dead ass didn't tell him much. I was like, I mean, what do you think about veganism? That's what I was asking him. I was like, I don't know what I think about veganism. I mean, I'm not a vegan, but what do you think? And then I asked the other guy, I was like, what do you think? And he was like, I forgot what he said, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't give me a direct answer. He didn't say nothing about veganism. He said something about something else. Then I gave him his plate and I told him bye. All of them was dope. Some of them said, hey, how you doing? And you know, one thing I'm big on is respect. You respect me as a person, I respect you back. But I very much respect a man, especially a man that can look me in my eyes and be like, how you doing, sir? I'm good. How about yourself? And then you shake my hand. That's dope. That's respect. I mean, the women, of course, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, how you doing? You put on a smile, be on your way. You know what I'm saying? But a man is like, dude, it's if you a man, you understand, especially a man with a beard, you understand what it is. And just about all the Jewish dudes had beards. You feel me? Well, the older guys had beards. But I'm big on respect, you know, and I like getting a firm handshake. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what I was getting the whole weekend, just like firm handshakes. Hey, how you doing? I'm like, hey, I'm fine. How about yourself? Yeah, what's your name? I'm Stephon. Well, who are you? You know what I'm saying? And I only remember like one name from that whole weekend. It was the dude Aaron. He was like a straight up Jew. He said he moved away from Gainesville, which is where I'm from. He said he moved away from here 11 years ago. And I'm like, why the fuck are you back here? In my mind, I was saying that, but it was like, I mean, hey, it is what it is. He was pretty cool. All of them was pretty cool. I'm not going to bullshit and say, you know, the whole weekend was good with me, because I did kind of like, you know what I'm saying, I had an issue with the person who kind of Well, she was the manager, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't the rabbi. The rabbi was pretty cool, and I'm gonna tell y'all something about him. You know what I'm saying? But the rabbi was pretty cool, but that chick, she kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Cause what she did kind of pissed me off, but I kind of played it cool because I ain't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I really could have said something, but I was just there to make some money. I was just there to have a good time and make some money. But we was in the kitchen area, you know what I'm saying? And I was texting her before I got there, you know, cause she contacted me. Well, I found it on Craigslist. She contacted me. Well, I contacted her. She contacted me, and we was just texting about the whole thing and shit like that. We kept in touch. I kept the number, you know what I'm saying, in case, you know, I needed this as proof that I ain't no jackass and I don't just be tripping. But she texted me some days and times, you know, for the whole weekend because, you know, it was separate times she needed certain people. So she was like, tell me what days you can and can't do in the times and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And I told her my days. I said Friday I do this time, Saturday I do this time, and Sunday I do this time. For Saturday, not Saturday, but Sunday, I said I'll do 7 to 12, 7 a.m. to 12. And she didn't get back to me. So I was thinking, well, all right, I guess she, you know, she either too busy and she read it and she good, or that's just what it is. So when it was Saturday, she dead ass, no, not even Saturday, Sunday. I came in there bright and early, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing. She came to me talking about, excuse me, sir. She looked at me in my eyes. I felt some tension. So I'm like, whatever. So I'm like, what's up? That's exactly what I said. I was like, what's up? So she said, did I authorize? I'm like, authorize? What the fuck? So she dead ass came to me talking about, did I authorize for you to come in this morning? And I was like, and before I could say something, I was trying to collect my thoughts, but before I could say something, she was like, no. And then she started laughing like she had checkmate me or some shit like that. Mind you, the other two workers right there, two females just watching the whole thing go down. They right there in the kitchen area, like right next to us. So I'm not feeling uncomfortable or nothing because I already know what I got under my sleeve. She getting a little laugh out. She came closer to me. I'm like, well, I did text you the days I was available, and I told you that I could come in on Sunday from 7 to noon, which is 12. And I showed her the text. So she reading it and she like, oh, I didn't text you back to confirm that. And I'm like, oh, that's your fucking mistake. You know what I'm saying? Don't come at me thinking you outsmarted Step when in reality Step outsmart you. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you're not gonna get me like that. So what she over there in her mind going over this bullshit excuse, you know, about like communication and all that shit. And she was trying to explain to me the whole situation. And I dead ass cut off and I was like, nah, that don't make no sense to me at all. And then she dead ass was like, well, I'm just letting you know. And if you, and then like she still talking and shit. And I was like, well, I can, you know, I can leave. It's no problem. I ain't saying in no snarky ass, like disrespectful way or nothing like that. Like, bitch, I can leave. It is what it is. I dead ass just said, I mean, if it's no problem, I can leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a big deal. If I'm not supposed to be here, I can go. She dead ass was like, well, I mean, if you got such an attitude, you could take that attitude and leave, you know, just go. And I'm just thinking to myself, why so hostile? You feel me? You made a mistake. You the one who you didn't have proper communication. And listen, the whole time she was fucking talking to me through text, she dead ass was all over the place. I had to go in circles with this chick to even remotely get the location. You know what I'm saying? Like I dead ass asked her like, where am I going? And she over there basically thinking that I was scared, like it was some sketchy shit. No, I'm not worried about it being sketchy. I live here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about none of that. It's just I need to know the damn address so I can get there. I ain't know what the fuck was going on. So for me to sit there and have to fight for the fucking address and shit like that, just show that her communication skills was off. You feel me? And she felt that. She felt the pressure of the mighty Step. You know, she dead ass felt some kind of way. Her pride was hurt. So she tried to come at me and make it seem like I had some kind of shit attitude, which wasn't the case. I was actually real calm and collected about mine. But long story short, I let that shit go. It is what it is. But the rabbi, he was real cool. Like straight up, he was real cool. And let me tell y'all, his son, his youngest son, that man got a lot of kids from what I learned. But I only met like 2 of them. But yeah, well, I ain't meet his daughter. Kind of, I guess I did. I don't know. But it was weird. The whole situation was weird. His youngest son, Bosch, real cool kid, sweet. You know what I'm saying? Annoying as shit. Kids in general just annoying. You know what I'm saying? That's why I mean. But then I love kids. I love them because I want them. I want my own kids. Like he was a real cool kid. He was helping me. Saturday night he was helping me. Throw trash away and shit like that and clean up after all the kids and stuff like that. While we was serving, he was messing with us and saying hey and all that shit. Well, he wasn't messing with us while we was serving food. It was kind of like somewhat after that, where we was running around and going to the kitchen and shit like that. He'll come mess with us and shit. But he was a real cool kid. And that same night when I was cleaning up, I was actually in the lobby area cleaning up and shit. And the rabbi walked up on me and was like, excuse me, sir. And I was like, yes, sir. And he said, thanks so much for, being kind to his son. Because his wife came to him and talked to him about that and said that it shows that I have a good soul and shit like that, And I just said, hey, it's no problem. You know what I'm saying? And he said he really appreciated that. And I said, nah, that's not a problem. So that was cool to have that interaction. He didn't know me. That's like Friday, he said hey to me and shit like that. I met him and he was real respectful. Older dude. Obviously, as a rabbi, I'm guessing you gotta be old. But yeah, he was real cool about it, real collected, real busy. You know what I'm saying? But I liked his presence and his energy he put off. Now, this way it's gonna get real weird. You know what I'm saying? And y'all help me make sense of this. So, Sunday, my last day working there for the event. We cleaning up. Technically, I'm not supposed to be there, but I made it there myself. I'm just there. This dude came up on me, the rabbi. He came up on me and said, excuse me, sir. And mind you, Friday, he said he was going to talk to me because he wanted me to actually work for him. And I said, nah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he said we was going to talk because he wanted to kind of get to know me and understand what I was doing with myself and shit like that. Sunday, he asked me some questions. I told him I was doing my graphics business. He said, hey, maybe you should do, some work for us. You know what I'm saying? I said, I mean, why not? I kind of said it like that. I was like, I mean, I guess, why not? And then he said, maybe something else. What is something else? Hell if I know. But Sunday, like around 7:30, this man came up on me and said, excuse me, sir. And I was like, hey, what's going on? He said, do you have a driver's license? And I dead ass told him, nah, I'm sorry, but I'm not interested. Because in my mind, the first thing that came to me was like, he want me to do deliveries and shit for him, like part-time or full-time, and I'm not doing that. Oh my God, that juice so fucking good. It don't make no sense. Ugh. Damn. And it get better and better as you drink it. So I told him I had a license. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, can I talk to you for a second? And he said before he could finish, I was like, listen, I'm just here for the weekend. I'm not interested. And he was like, no, I just want to see if you can drive. You know what I'm saying? And I got a favor to ask you. And I was like, all right, what's the favor? And he asked me this shit crazy, bro. I still think about it because it blew my mind. So he dead ass asked me if I could drive his daughter. Mind you, I don't know how old his daughter is. She seemed like she's 20 years old. I know she probably in college, but at the most probably 21. But he dead ass said, I'd like to know if you could drive my daughter to Jacksonville Airport. That's like an hour and a half from me. You know what I'm saying? And in my head, I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? It was so random. And he said, in his car, like at that moment, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, why me? Like, you don't know me. You just gonna trust me with something like that? With your daughter's life? It's his daughter. You gonna trust me with your daughter and your car? For what? And I'm thinking about that. I never asked him. All I said was, sure. And then at 8 o'clock, it was me and his daughter in his car, and I drove her straight to the airport with no problems. No bumps, no hiccups, no confusion. It was straight there and back. I had a good drive. I was listening to music. She was on the phone. She was listening to music. She was chilling. She was comfy. I was chilling. I was comfortable. I dropped off. Barely any communication. The only kind of communication we had was like as soon as we got to the airport. You know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to figure out, cause I only been to the Jacksonville airport like once in my life. That was the second time, and I don't even remember that whole damn experience. You know what I'm saying? But I was just talking to her like, where you need to go. I drove her to where she needed to go. She said thanks. I said no problem, and then she got out. You know what I'm saying? But it was just so random because he didn't think twice about it. He ain't asked me, hey, you sure you can do this? Or am I gonna have a problem? Or you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't asked shit. He did as just asked me to take her and that was it. What the like what the fuck? You gonna trust me? I mean, listen, I ain't no bad dude. I be having my bad moments. And then when I got back, the first thing he asked me was, did my daughter behave? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And that was it. And then before I left at 11:30. I got back at 11:30. I was supposed to be done with the job at 12. He gave me extra cash for it and took down my number. Personally, he took down my number in my face. He was asking me, did the manager have my number for him to get? And I said, she should, yeah. But he said, you know what? I'll get your number. What's your number? I gave him my name, my number. He put it in his phone while he was on the phone with somebody. Shook my hand and said he'd love to have me back. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And I said, I'd love to anytime. Shook his hand and I was out the door. Like, what in the hell? That whole experience for me, it was so random. I went from Friday, I'm there to help clean up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing the job. I'm helping, with other things. And then Sunday, I'm driving this man's daughter all the way to Jacksonville. An hour and a half. Anything could happen. You know what I'm saying? But it was so smooth. And just the fact that he ain't doubt me. He ain't ask me no extra questions and none of that shit. He ain't know me from a can of paint. And he dead ass asked me to do that for him. Who does shit like that? You know what I'm saying? Especially a rabbi. Like, what? It still boggled my mind to know somebody trusted me enough, a man that he don't even know. I would love to know why he did it. Because that whole weekend as he was interacting with me, I was like, what's his end goal? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's his motive with me? Like, what he trying to... Because he seemed like he was interested in having, like he wanted me to do work for him. You know what I'm saying? But I just couldn't put my mind on, like, what he wanted me to do. Then Sunday come, and I do the drive thing, and then he personally take my number down and say he would love to have me back to do work for him again. And I'm thinking, like, why? You know what I'm saying? I still don't get it. It could, like, what was it? Because I was cool with his son? Like, that ain't enough to say, hey, I trust this guy with my daughter, my car, to drive her all the way to Jacksonville, come right back, and that's it. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I told my dad that, and even my dad was surprised. He was like, man, that's some trust. And I was like, that's exactly what I said. And I'm sitting here hoping one day soon it ain't got to be soon. I don't really give a shit. I mean, he got my number, so it's there in case he want me to come back and help him. But I was just thinking to myself, like, that could probably open some doors for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could dead ass probably open some kind of window for me to either do graphics business, because that is my lane, graphics. Or maybe, have some other line of work, a business with that man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I loved it. I loved the whole experience. The whole interaction was dope that whole weekend. It was so uncomfortable for me. I felt out of place just around all them Jewish people. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like an oddball. I was cool with everybody. I was respectful and shit, but I still felt out of place. And then when Sunday came and I helped, with breakfast and shit, and then we sent the kids on their way back on their bus, and they went to wherever the hell they came from, and I did that whole drive with his daughter thing, it opened my mind and made me realize, like, damn, I was tripping for no reason. I was dead ass over here being, you know, paranoid, not paranoid, but I was just worrying about certain shit just like for no reason. I was being a real, you know, I was just being me, overthinking the situation. I dead ass had a night since then. Well, I ain't go to bed until like after 5 a.m. because I was up thinking about that whole situation. Like, why did he have me drive his daughter? He could have had anybody. You know what I'm saying? I understood she had a flight to catch, but wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had to be thinking about that the night prior or the day prior to that. You know what I'm saying? But it made me feel good because I'm like, somebody actually trusted Stefan enough to carry out something like that. And I'll do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't give a shit. You feel me? It is what it is. I liked it. I enjoyed it. You know? So, that's it. We've been going on for damn near 40 minutes. I hope y'all had a good time with this juice. Hope y'all had a nice drink. Whatever you had, I would love to know what you had to drink. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what's up. I'm about to put this bottle back in the fridge. I'm not going to put it in the freezer, but I'm going to put it in the fridge. Let it kind of cool off because it's sweating. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, let me know what y'all was drinking. I hope y'all have a good night. Talk to me about this story. Are you Jewish? You ever had a Jewish interaction? You ever had Jewish food? That's it. Check the playlist down below for more juice. And let me know what juice you want to see next. Because I love cranberry. It's my favorite drink. But that's it. Hope y'all had a good time. And I'll catch y'all next time.